Cancer. Usually I do my readings kind of in a holistic way, meaning that I get the message that Spirit wants to give you and you can apply it to whatever area of your life that it resonates with. But I'm being guided today to look more specifically into your energy, and that's interesting. A Cancer just messaged me. So I feel like that's confirmation. I'm going to turn on Do Not Disturb so I don't get distracted again. But I'm getting guided to look at love, career, and spiritual growth and development. And you can put health in there if you want. So there must be something here where you're looking at different facets of your life, or you're wanting a more holistic picture of what's going on with you, but one that is particular. So I just pulled a card to ask what the overall energy for this reading is, even though we're going to look at specific parts of your life and your experience. And I got Rising Sun, Hope, Courage, and Optimism, which I love. And for many of you, okay, there's one area of your life that you're struggling with, which most of us do, right? But Spirit wants you to keep this energy in mind as you move through the message or as you move through your experience. Spirit is encouraging you to stay optimistic, even if it seems really hard to do that. And that's not just because they want you to, not be, down in the doldrums. It's not like, oh, Cancer, just be optimistic. It's try to generate and work with that frequency of faith. And it might sound a little bit dismissive of what you're going through, but that's not the intention here. Spirit is really saying if you can find a way to remain excited and faithful, even if it's about one area of your life, then it will flow into all areas of your life. The Rising Sun, whatever, and I did get this feeling that you have been in some kind of darkness. What came through in my meditation, not a whole lot, by the way, was the image of a turtle. And I saw the turtle swimming underneath the water, and then it was like dark, and you were peeking up. You were the turtle. You were peeking up like, should I come out yet or should I not? And then I got reminded of the Hermit card in the Wild Unknown deck. And that's a turtle with a little candle on his back. So I feel like you've been doing a little bit of self-discovery. You've been underneath the surface a little bit, maybe hidden or reclusive in some sense, wading through the waters, trying to figure out what's going on with you or what's going on in your experience. But it's time to poke your head out. The sun is rising. It's no longer dark, or it's going to get a lot brighter. Now, I already did get a message about your career, and I got, which is also very odd. I don't usually get specific messages like that about career, love, or whatever. But I got that there's going to be some kind of expansion, work expansion. And Jupiter is in your sign. So this could very well be the case. And because Jupiter is in your sign and Jupiter is the planet of expansion, it makes sense that the sun would get bigger and bigger for you. It doesn't matter where Cancer is in your chart, but there's a kind of awareness that is beginning to rise within you. Okay, and you've had to be courageous for sure. This lotus flower, lotus flowers start off in the mud like the turtle underneath the water, but they grow into something beautiful. And everybody loves when the turtle pokes their head out. Okay, so you're going to poke your head out from whatever it is that you're going through, and others are going to be excited to see you. I'm hearing people are going to surround you. I don't know, this feels very positive. Maybe you have something to say, or you're performing at some level, or you're going to be public in some sense. Then I also got that it would be a good idea for you to wear white. Okay, I don't know why. You make your own fashion decisions, but that's what came through. It could be a good color for you to channel right now or work with. So I'm going to look at the general energies that are supporting you as well as the energies that are challenging you, and then we'll get into career, love, and spiritual development messages, okay? So let's see. The general energies, I didn't really shuffle these up. I just kind of mixed these on the table, so give me 1 second. Thank you for being here, Cancer, and if you've been here for a long time, that's awesome. I always wonder, who's new and who's been here a while. So if you've been here a while, or if you're new, let me know if you feel guided. I mean, you don't have to say anything. But if you do like the video, let's not be cliche YouTuber, right? Let's say that if you do end up getting something from this message, then liking the video is a nice way to return the energy to me. Okay. So let's see. It's a nice energetic exchange. If you can't do it, don't worry about it. I'm still here giving you the message either way. Okay, let's see. The general energy supporting Cancer. Setbacks and giving in. Ooh, Cancer, this is very specific. So you've experienced a setback lately and you surrendered to it. Might have been difficult, but you did surrender, and this is supporting you. Okay, so sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes when setbacks happen, we have health issues or financial things or setbacks in romance and love and our relationships. It is really asking Spirit for us to surrender, take a pause, focus on ourselves, redirect our attention, recoup, take a time out. And this is what you did with that hermit turtle energy that I was picking up on. Okay, it says on this card, overwhelmed, vulnerability. And on setbacks, it says procrastination and aimless. And this is the Seven of Wands in reverse with the Page of Wands in reverse. So there was something quiet about your communication. Perhaps you started speaking to yourself more than you did to others, journaling, having kind of internal conversations, reflecting, figuring out where you're going next, what you want for your life, what's working and what's not. This procrastination, as you might characterize it, is actually in your favor. It feels like if you were to have pushed yourself or continued living life as if everything was okay and hunky-dory, despite the setback that you were experiencing, you would have been stumbling around in the dark. The sun hadn't risen yet. Okay. Maybe there was a period here where it was hard to get your words out even. You know, the Seven of Wands in the upright is a card of defending yourself and standing your ground, which can be amazing energy to work with. But it's also very demanding of your energy and time. You know, you have to be aware and alert and dedicated to whatever it is that you're kind of fighting against. You have to be conscious of your boundaries and all of these things, which can be tiring when you're dealing with a lot of other things. So giving yourself a pass and a break is a good idea right now. And I don't mean allowing someone to cross your boundaries, but knowing that your boundaries are already working and doing their job and you don't have to worry about it so much. You've made your decisions and you can just relax. Don't feel obligated to accommodate anyone at this time other than yourself, whether that's through communication and messages with the Page of Wands or picking up someone's slack. You really do need this spare time for yourself, and it is a time that's going to pass, but good for you. I feel this is very good energy giving into a setback. I mean, it's coming through in your support, right? If it was in your challenge, I would say, oh, Cancer, you need to, get back up on the horse. But no, Spirit's saying you deserve a break. You need it for your own protection. You're overwhelmed right now, or you were, and you're moving out of this energy. So let's see. What is the challenge then for Cancer? Possibilities. Let's get one more with Seven of Cups. Wishful thinking, choices, dreamer. And compromise. Five of Wands in reverse. Agreement and cooperation. The challenge is compromising on something, a possibility. So Seven of Cups is a card of illusion, confusion, lots of choices and options, not knowing where to go next, what to pick, what to do. And Five of Wands in reverse is either an intensification of conflict in your life to the point where it's spiraling out, or it's deciding that you're not going to be dealing with the conflict anymore. And because you have giving in with setbacks, I feel like that's kind of what you've had to do. It's like, forget it. I'm not going to fight this anymore. I'm not going to deal with this. And it could feel like a compromise to your overall energy because typically you would stand up for yourself. You would do something. but you've come to some kind of agreement either with yourself or maybe with someone else in order to save your own energy. It's not worth the fight. Okay? Something is not worth the fight, or not worth the work even that you were putting in. Okay? Yes. And I'm seeing the expansion here. So first, in order to expand, it feels like you needed to contract a little bit, to like inhale and spend time with yourself so that you could exhale and expand in your field, expand your career, your universe, I'm hearing. So there's been possibilities, things you've wanted to do that you felt you've had to compromise. It's been challenging. Okay? You didn't get your way with something, or you didn't get something you wanted. And that's been challenging you. But I feel like this was the best thing for you to do. And it's not that you gave up. You didn't give up. You gave in to your own capacity for exerting yourself. You know what I mean? It's like you didn't give up on what you wanted. Instead, you said, like, I'm so exhausted. I can't deal with this. I'm facing all these other issues. I'm just going to surrender and like put this aside and come back to it at another time. You gave in that sense. Okay, so let's look at career. Let's look at love first, because I feel career is a big one. Love, career, and spiritual development. Let's see what's going on in these areas for you, Cancer. Let's look at what's going on in your love life. Now, this is a general message, so I don't know what it's going to come through, if it's going to be super specific or not. If it doesn't resonate with you, it's okay. You don't have to take it. You could also think about this love as love, not just in a romantic sense, but love for the people you care about, your family, your friends, that kind of thing. So let's see. And if you have nobody, maybe it's you with yourself. Okay, let's see. Love. Thank you. Kindred spirits. Rewilding true nature and self-love. Okay. I am going to talk about another person, but for many of you, this is about self-love. I love this image. She's got the crow and the wolf. Kindred spirits. So there are people around you, but I feel like also animals too, that are kindred spirits for you, helping you support yourself. There's someone around you who allows you to be your true self, okay? Who accepts you for who you are. What do you want to say about this, Spirit? Kindred spirits. Tell me more about this kindred spirit. Who is this kindred spirit? Ooh, Ace of Swords. Could be an air sign or someone who has a lot of air in their chart, but this is somebody who brings in new ideas. I'm seeing the letter A. This also looks like an N to me. This could also look like an R here. Maybe those are initials for someone. Okay. This is somebody who has good ideas. There's also somebody who wants to tell you the truth here, or does tell you the truth. Tell me more about this. Kindred spirits. Tell me more about who this is in love. If you're just thinking, I don't have anyone at all, like I'm not interested in this, then it's self-love, the star. Then it's self-love. It's about you and your healing journey, and you being able to see the truth and tell the truth to yourself and to others. You've had some kind of epiphany about what you will and won't deal with. And I feel like that's even for the people who are in relationship. Okay, this looks really beautiful. Kindred spirits with the star and the Ace of Swords. This is a true connection. I want to say nothing's hidden here. This is either a connection you have now or it's one that's coming in. Okay, why do I need to talk to Cancer about their love life? I mean, this looks good. Why do I need to talk to them about this? Six of Swords in reverse. Well, for some of you, you may be thinking about someone from the past. Okay, I'm just seeing it, and you're having a hard time looking ahead, moving forward. And Spirit's showing you that in the future here, if you look forward, there's something very in alignment with you. I was getting also something about Aquarius energy, so there could be an Aquarius of significance. Six of Swords in reverse. Why do I have to talk to Cancer about this? Page of Swords and the Five of Wands, because right now you could be seeing a lot of conflict. Okay, for those of you who are in a relationship or a friendship or a family situation, and there's a lot of conflict and you wish there wasn't, you wish, things would resolve themselves, then a little bit of compromise here in this situation would actually help quite a bit. It would heal a lot of things that have been going on. So this could be, I don't know. You decide what the compromise is for you. It's just guidance that I'm seeing here. But you're seeing a lot of conflict. It may have even been competitive, some relationship you're in. There's a real need to speak clearly, communicate clearly, and say the truth about how you feel. Like direct. Be direct if you can. That will help you a lot. Okay, so I just feel like there's... Well, what else is there? What am I picking up here? What else? What else about Cancer and their love life or love or whatever's going on here? Martyrdom, Queen of Cups in reverse, insecurity, moodiness. Is this you? I feel like it is. Queen of Cups in reverse. I mean, this is your card. Are you feeling insecure these days? This card's very powerful, and she's showing up vulnerable, unclothed, right? But confident, staring this raven or crow in the face, having this wolf protect her. With the Star healing and the Ace of Swords, you're very smart and funny, and your words carry a lot of power. But I feel like there's some other kind of insecurity here that is blocking you from seeing beyond conflict in relationships. What is this insecurity? The Emperor and the Wheel of Fortune. It's like I can't direct my future. Like I feel like I'm not in control. I feel like I'm not in charge of where I'm going or what I'm doing. There's either someone else I need to consider and compromise with, or like no matter how much I assert myself, it doesn't seem like I'm getting anywhere. Six of Swords in reverse, Five of Wands, Page of Swords. It's like it's just a mess in some sense. Okay, but Spirit wants you to know that the sun is rising. Try to maintain some optimism. The Star and the Ace of Swords and kindred spirits, you're 100% meant to connect with others, and you will. Okay, so let's get some guidance for Cancer about this love situation or friendship or family or whatever's going on here. Guidance for Cancer. Page of Pentacles in reverse. This is that compromise again. Queen of Cups in the upright. And the Nine of Pentacles. Personally, I wouldn't want to compromise, so I get it. My Venus is in Cancer, right? So I understand, like, whenever I tell you, like, Spirit's showing you that maybe a little compromise would help, I'm like, like, I feel it. I wouldn't want that message either, but it's the truth. It's what's here, right? So I'm not here to tell you what you want to hear. I'm telling you what Spirit's message is for you. So I am seeing that again, that you can compromise something in relation to another person or a group of friends or family or in love, and still be completely abundant, stable. So with these two cards together, Queen of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles, you're fine. You got it going on. You know how to make things happen for yourself one way or another. You can sustain yourself. It may be hard, it may be difficult, but you can do it. You know how to do it. But there's something you're seeking in a relationship where you want something a little bit more, the Ace of Pentacles. You want to make the 9 a 10, and I get that. That's totally valid, right? But there's something about your connections where that can't really happen right now, or it's not meant to happen. You're meant to focus more on yourself, even if you're in a relationship. Okay, so part of the compromise might even be like you want to give more of yourself, and Spirit's saying, don't. That is your nature, right? Kind of hold back. Let someone come towards you. Let them give you something. Let them contact you. You could feel like you're dropping the ball on your relationship or your friendships, but Spirit's saying that's kind of what has to happen right now. Because if this is what's bothering you, a feeling of lack of control, right? Like I can't change things in my favor and how I want them, then pushing more for that kind of control is probably just working against the energy, which is why giving in setbacks is actually in your benefit. So this could manifest in many ways. Maybe the compromise is where you're living with someone, or maybe it's proving yourself right in an argument, or maybe it's date night and you don't want to go there, but they want to go there. I don't know what it is. It could be big or small, right? You decide what that compromise is. Now, Spirit is not telling you to compromise your integrity or your boundaries or anything like that. Okay? So that's not the message. The message is that something can work out. You need to speak clearly, directly, come up from underneath that water, show your little head, say what you got to say, okay? And maybe somebody says, come on, Cancer, come out of the water, let's go somewhere. And you're like, oh, the water's my safe place though, and I don't want to come out of it. And that's the compromise Spirit wants you to make, is that sense of familiarity is maybe something that you need to let go of for a moment in order to experience something new. Okay, is this with someone new or someone, what's the deal? Partnership, 2 of Cups. Well, I don't know if I can get an answer. It's definitely about someone else. Connection, trust, moving on, 5 of Cups. For some of you, it's about a new partnership, letting go. Yeah. Okay. Some of you may have had this vision of how something could work with someone and it's just not working. So that's the compromise. You got to let that go and move on to the new, the star, the kindred spirit. There is an energy around you that cares a lot about you, or I feel like it's already there. This could be a friend or a family member, something like that, who's there for you. Okay, so I'm going to move into career. If that message wasn't for you, maybe this one will resonate. Let's see. Tell me about career for Cancer. I'm also going to do an extended reading and go a layer deeper into each of these messages. So I'll put a link in the description box below, and you can go there if you want to hear more about that. If that resonated with you, I'm going to read more on each of these areas. If you don't want to go there, or you feel like, I'm not hearing the full message, just trust that Spirit already knew you were only going to stick around for this reading and isn't like holding anything back from you, okay? Only if you feel guided to go, then go. Okay, winding roots, ancestral connection, and earthly wisdom. Ooh. Nature. Incorporate nature into your career. I don't know what you're doing, but if you can do something outdoors or have a nice view somewhere or spend more time working outside in some way, okay, or taking breaks, walking around, there's something about incorporating the natural elements or the natural surroundings that could really benefit you. If you're a reader or you do something in your spiritual practice, creating a way that you can incorporate all the different elements, earth, air, fire, and water, will be very helpful for you. Ancestral connection, earthly wisdom. Let's find out. Tell me more about this energy for career. There's roots here. And when I did get something about your career expansion, it felt like something that you've already begun, you have roots in, is going to expand. Okay, this could be a new job, but it's something you've already been doing. It's not a completely new path. It's something that is attuned to you, something that you've already put time and effort into. Page of Cups. There's someone older than you. This could be a relative or maybe somebody else you're going to meet. And I feel like they're maybe at least 5 years older than you, maybe more, okay? That is going to, what? 10 of Pentacles, offer you the career expansion or guide you in some way. Page of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. See what I'm saying? Career expansion. Earthly wisdom. This is also if you're trying to set up shop somewhere or decide where you want to work, like what part of the city or something like that. There's guidance here. There's 3 of Matches, foresight. Is there somewhere, like if you're looking for a job, is there somewhere in your city that kind of calls to you that you feel like you want to be in that area or you want to go to or you frequent often? Go there, look there. If it's not like that for you, if you're not looking for a job in that sense, there's something about, look, it says expansion on it. You've had a vision of who you could be and how you could expand in this career or in this job. And that is coming to fruition. I'm seeing that. I want to know more about what this ancestral connection is in terms of career. Oh my goodness, it's happening quickly. Knight of Wands and the 8 of Wands. Lots of communication coming towards you. Lots of guidance. Maybe you're receiving signs, messages, synchronicity from spirit. If you are working as like a reader or somewhere in the spiritual realms, okay, then being open to working with your ancestors could be very beneficial for you. Even if you have a somewhat contested relationship with your ancestors, which can happen, still working through that and working with that and integrating some of the shadow aspects around that could be very significant for you. Okay, this is something that Spirit is guiding you towards. You'll get lots and lots of energy coming your way from that. And if you're working in another realm, I still feel like there's a lot of quick energy. Somebody coming towards you. Wait, who is this older person? Who is this older person? The Fool, Queen of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, and the Moon. Ooh, this is someone who sees a potential that you don't, or sees a potential in you that you don't. They like your quick comebacks or your pizzazz, your tenacity. They like your sharp wit. And you might not think you have one, but you do. And that's where I was picking up on your funny. It's like not even sarcastic. It's like, but you just say the right thing at the right time. Okay? And you might not be meaning to say it to be sharp and witty, but it comes off very smart and like on point. Okay, and somebody here really likes that about you. You bring in a lot of creativity, a lot of mystery, a lot of care as well. And you have this intuition about you, and no matter what you do, you kind of know the right direction to take. For others, it might seem like you're just kind of rolling with it and you're not thinking, or you're just kind of being reactive, but it's not that. It's coming, whatever you're saying or however you're acting in career, it's coming from a deeper place. Okay, and if you're looking for a job, then really expand your horizons to places that you thought maybe like, I would like to work there, but I'm not qualified, Still try to go for it, okay? And go for it with confidence, because somebody here is receptive to your energy. That's 100% the Fool, and it's a new opportunity here for your expansion. There, see how it's behind the Queen of Pentacles back? She's holding on to this opportunity for you. Okay, whether she knows it now or not, you're the right person. Okay? So that's what the big message is that clearly that Spirit wants to tell you. That's what I got in my meditation expansion with your career. Okay, let's look at your spiritual development for Cancer. What's this card over here? The Three of Swords. It was kind of left out from the rest of the deck, face down. Do we have to talk about this some more, maybe? So 29. We'll put that over with your spiritual development. Let's see. For Cancer. Cold moon, stillness, abundance, withdraw. So this is why you've been that turtle underwater in your shell, withdrawing from the world. because there's some anguish here, some heartbreak, some pain. Maybe you're feeling very alone. I'm seeing this house, like it's only you and these four walls, that kind of thing. But this card does say abundance on it too. I'm seeing the Aurora Borealis here. I'm hearing Northern Lights. I think it's called both. But maybe there's something about the north that could be interesting for you as a direction to meditate towards or a direction to move towards. There's also something about the full moon that's very important for you to pay attention to. You know, moon is your ruler. So really always keep track of the moon and what's going on. It will benefit you. Don't disconnect from that. It's really important for your energy. And I've been laxing on it and I'm feeling it too. Even though I only have one Cancer placement, I feel like if I don't follow what's going on with the moon, then I feel kind of out of alignment. I feel like I mean, this channel's called 13 Moon Tarot after all. So this is guidance for you to keep track of what's going on. And, you know, maybe do something special on the new moon or the full moon. Or give yourself a break, permission. This is my off day. It's the new moon or it's the full moon, you know? So let's find out more about this Three of Swords and the cold moon for spiritual development for Cancers. Four of Cups in reverse, Three of Cups, and the Two of Swords. Ooh, friendships. Others, or it could be a collective of people. I see what's happening here, but I don't know exactly. Well, hold on. Let me just find out. What's the guidance here for Cancer on this? Yeah, King of Cups. This is the card I saw in my mind's eye when I chose this deck. This is why I chose to work with this deck today. I don't know why, it just came to my mind, this card. King of Cups, here you are looking at this too. So what I'm seeing is that there's a group of people, that could be people at work, a collective, your family, friends, okay? Something like that. Look at them. I mean, they're either being cold and distant from you, or you want to maybe not be friends with them anymore, or there's some kind of Four of Cups in reverse. It's like, should I give up on this? You know, like, do these people really even care? Do they really even have my back? Like, I don't know what to do. And I feel like these people, for some of you, they could be saying something and you're trying to manage, like, how much should I care about what they're saying? And you're over there looking at it, trying to make a decision about what to do. There's a coldness here, the cold moon, stillness. You know, there's something that feels icy. What's going on here, Spirit? What have these people said, done? And this is part of your spiritual development too, right? Ignorance, the Messenger in reverse, unreceptive, disregard. Yeah, it's like these people have been unreceptive. Four of Cups in reverse. Like they're like, eh. Unreceptive to your love, unreceptive to your care. Maybe they're not responding to your messages. Like there's a coldness here. Or if it's at work or something, they're just not really welcoming your ideas in any kind of way, exciting way. This is causing you some grief, for sure. But you don't know what to do about it. There's a crossroads here, the Two of Swords. What do I do? Do I try to revive this, right? Giving in, setbacks, possibilities, and compromise. Let's see, Spirit. What is it that Cancer should do in this situation? Four of Pentacles. I feel like this is the giving in to the setback. It's kind of like, okay, well, if somebody doesn't want to speak to you, or they're ignoring you, or you're getting a coldness from them, or you don't know what's up, like, are they talking smack? What's going on over here? I feel like you need to guard yourself too. You know? Don't completely open up and try to recreate intimacy by sharing everything that you're thinking and feeling. Even though Spirit is telling you to speak a truth, I feel like that's more in connection to romance. This feels like other people outside of like a romantic connection. And you can still speak the truth while holding back. There's something about like matching their energy, not putting in as much energy as you typically do. And that could be the compromise, right? Because you're not normally like that. And somebody here in your friend group or somebody you know or a collective or something could be saying some really ignorant things. And you're over here like, huh? What am I supposed to do about that? And I feel like the answer is not a whole lot. Kind of hold back here. So I want to know, Spirit, why is this coming out for spiritual development? What is the lesson here? Foresight, 3 of matches, expansion and progress. Well, this kind of gives you a reprieve and a break from these energies to expand in new areas. Perhaps these energies are meant to withdraw in a spiritual sense so that you can develop independently outside of their opinions or their constant communication or whatever it is that you feel has gone cold, you know, or even if this is siblings, it's like their energy needs to be a little bit removed from you at this time so that you can see into your own lifeline, interesting, into your own lifeline, your own timeline, your expansion, so that you can envision something new for yourself. Maybe they influence you in some way, or they occupy a lot of your time and energy. Tell me more about why this is coming through for Cancer's spiritual development. Stagnation and detachment. Yeah, these energies are causing stagnation for you. Okay, and this detaching from them, the Devil card in reverse and Death card in reverse, is exactly what you need in order to have the foresight. And sometimes we don't even realize this, you know, like we're just chatting away to our friends, you know, or we're just occupying our time with conversation and what's going on with them. And maybe there's competition or something like that. Or maybe it's just a preoccupation that we don't need right now. And if this is not friends or family and it's like a collective or someone at work or something like that, then detaching from their thoughts and their opinions will help you move out of stagnation. Okay, sometimes you need to take a step back. Okay, you have to protect your own energy, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with it. You can remain connected to what you're doing and who you are working with and for without having to get into the minutia of people's opinions who are being cold to you or rude to you. You can find other ways to connect. Energetically maybe, or if this is at a workplace, it's, you know, more from a distance. Instead of walking over to the cubicle, you know, the other office, send an email instead. Protect your energy, you know, detach in some way, just for now, because there's something about this energy that's creating stagnation in your ability to see the rising sun. Okay, so it's a blessing. And this big message about giving into setbacks is huge for you, right? Like all of these setbacks are happening so that things can start to be in their proper place. You're growing. You're this lotus flower. You're growing. You're taking up a lot of room, and everything else is kind of getting pushed out to the side that needs to. All right, Cancer. So that's the message I have for you. I really hope that helped. If you want to go to the extended, it's in the description box below, the link. I love you so much. I'll see you next time.